Welcome back, students of year 7. Today is the second period. It's teacher Kassem, the physics teacher, and today we'll start the first lesson, unit 1, the chapter or the lesson 1.1, Introduction to Forces. As we explained last time that physics is a branch of science, is a part of science that is concerning to study the matter, the electricity, energy, whatever. So if the physics is responsible to study the matter, okay, and one of the matter is the motion of an object, or the movement of a body, any body. Okay, so to study the movement of a body, we must study the origin of this movement, from where this movement comes. Okay, from where this movement comes from. Okay, I will tell you the origin of any body, the origin of any moving body is a force. So, what is a force? In this chapter, we are going to study the force, and we are going to explain the force. Now, first of all, look at this small video, and I want to ask myself a question. What makes the angry bird move forward? It's a question. Now, answer it in your heart, and then I will press the button to move to the second slide to give you the answer. The catapult is pulled to make it stretched, and this pushes the angry bird forward. So the catapult, when we pull the catapult, this catapult makes the angry bird move forward. So it pushes the angry bird, right? When we stretch this catapult, okay, it pushes the angry bird to move forward. So the origin of a force is a push or a pull. Together, push or a pull is the origin of a force. Okay, so pushes and pulls are examples of forces. Now, what are the effects of a forces? Can I see forces? I want to ask you students a question and answer me. Can you see a force? For sure you can't. So how can I see the force? I can see the force, or I know that the force exerted when I see the effect of the force. I can't see the force itself. I see the effect. When I see a moving football, in my head, I will say that someone pushed this ball forward, right? So what is a push? It's a force. So someone exert a force on the ball to make the ball move forward. So I can't see the force, but I can see the effect of the force. So what are the effect and the force? And please, this is an important point. The effects of a force. One is force exerted by hand on a ball. If I change the shape of the object, when I change the shape of the object, or distorting, okay, this is the first effect, distorting. The second effect, starting. For example, force exerted by hand on a ball is at rest, I push the ball, okay, so the ball start to move. When this start to move, this another effect of a force. I can see the effect of the force from this part. So distorting, when I change the shape of an object. Starting, when the ball start to move, when the object start to move, I know that there is a force exerted by the man or by another object. Now the third effect, force exerted by a hand on a ball, stopping a ball. If a ball coming if the ball is in motion, okay, and I stop the ball. When I stop the ball, so I exert a force. So stopping a ball is stopping not only a ball, stopping any object in motion, okay, is an effect exerted by a force. Okay, speeding up. Now concentrate with this point. If I have a ball with the speed is 5 meter per second, okay, and someone come and shoot the ball, so the ball start to accelerate, the speed increase. If I increase the speed only, if the speed was 5, it increased till 20, directly you should know that there is a force exerted on this ball. I will repeat because maybe it's not clear. You have an object, it was moving with a speed 5 meter per second, then the speed increased till 20. Directly you will realized that there is a force done on this ball. Okay, what is the effect here? The effect is speeding up. I exert a force to speed up the object. Okay, now part E, or the fifth effect, slowing down. If there is a ball coming, I didn't stop the ball, but I slow it down. I just touch it, I remove my hand. It starts to slow down. For example, any object, it was at 20, okay, and it started to decrease till 10. Okay, so the speed decreased. So what is the effect here? The effect is slowing down. Now changing the direction of motion. For example, Muhammad is a very good player football. He shoot the ball to Ahmad, and Ahmad also shoot it towards the goalkeeper. Okay, so he changed the direction of the ball, right? When Ali shoot it to Muhammad, then Muhammad shoot it to the goalkeeper, so the ball changed the direction. When I change the direction of an object, so also this is this is an effect of a force. So the effects are 6: distorting, starting, stopping, speeding up, slowing down, and changing the direction of motion. I explained each. If you have any question, go ahead and ask using your comment. A roller coaster change your speed and direction. What the meaning of that? It changed your speed and direction. So there is a force acting on you during the roller coaster. Now arrow. Please concentrate for the second point. In physics, we can't see force. We can't see the force in real life, but we can represent the force in our board or in our paper or in our laptop or using whatever any technology. Okay, we can represent the force using an arrow. Okay, or we can represent the direction of the force using an arrow. We represent the force using an arrow, but also the head of the arrow represent the direction of the force. So if the head is to the left, so the man is exerting a force toward the left. He pushing the table. He is pushing the table forward. Okay, so if he is pushing the table forward, so the direction of the force is to the left. If he is pulling the table backward, so the force is to the right. So how I can represent the force? I can represent the force using an arrow. I can represent the direction of the force by using the head of the arrow, if it's to the left or if it's to the right. If it's upward, how to draw an arrow upward, I will explain it to you. You can use your own paper. Okay, now this is an arrow. Okay, there is a force upward. I will use the arrow to represent the force upward. I want to represent the force downward. I can represent, sorry, it's not like that. I can rotate it. Not like that. Not like that. Sorry, we can't. Maybe no, I can. So I represent the arrow in the opposite direction. It means that a force, I'm pushing the force downward, that I'm pulling the force upward. Okay, so if I draw an arrow like that and I asked you about the direction of the force, what you are going to answer? You will tell me that the direction of the force is downward. Okay, if I draw a force like that and I ask you what is the direction of this force, you will tell me the direction of this force is to the left. So let's continue our video or our period. Now we have explained how we represent the direction of the force. Now how we represent the size of the force. You know, if I exert a force now, okay, and one of your classmates exert a force, we can say that, for example, your classmate exert a force powerful than my force. How can I represent this force on the paper? Okay, I represent the size of the force, which is the power of the force. I can represent it by the length of the arrow. If I increase the length of the arrow, so the force is bigger, it's increasing. Okay, so let us compare. Forget about the numbers. Let us compare the arrows. Which arrow is bigger or taller? Of course, the arrow which is directed to the left, right, is bigger than the arrow directed to the right. So automatically you must deduce that the size of the force that is directed to the left is more than the size of the force which is directed to the right. So, which is 10 and 6, and 10 is more than 6, so this is the conclusion. So I conclude that if the length of the arrow increase, you must realize that the size of the arrow, the size of the force increase. In which direction will the boy move at the end? Now, this boy that is at middle, in which direction, in your opinion? Go ahead and answer this question in the comment below. I need all of you to participate. Please, it's graded. Go ahead and answer this question. In which direction will the boy move at the end? To the left or to the right? Go ahead and answer this question and explain why. And who got the answer correct, okay, who got the answer correct, I will give him +1 point. 1 point is not a real mark. If you got 10 points in a week, if you got 10 extra bonus point in a week, I will give you +1. I will give you students +1 to the mark. So go ahead, let us do it as a competition. Answer this question. When you finish answering this question, go to the classroom and do yes, it's classroom, it's not classroom. Go to the classwork part and submit your classwork. Thank you so much.